We are live.
Hey, I'm saving this insect.
Owen's just saving an insect. What is that?
I don't fucking know, man.
Alright, leave the insect, leave him be.
I don't know.
We're in Bury St Edmunds. This is the hometown. This is where I grew up and where Owen lives, coincidentally.
Weirdly.
And so, yeah, I'm here with Owen. It's been a long time, mate, since we last...
It's been a very long time.
How long's it been? 7 or 8 months?
7.
I saw you before jetting off to Rio. Let me just stand this up properly.
It was a while. It was definitely a while.
Yeah, so last time we were just talking about like tips for beginners.
Yes.
And everything like that, and now I'm going home back to Suffolk, back to my home in the countryside. You picked me up from the station, we thought we'd hang out in Bury for a bit.
Yeah,
Owen's now representing
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor beard, chop on the glasses. So yeah, I've got
blurry as hell now. These are really dirty.
Some catching up to do in terms of the fashion stuff. I apologise for letting everybody down with the boring blue shirt. But mate, talk to me. What's been going on? Like, what's changed in your life? I guess socially, you had a bit of a hiccup at work and stuff.
Yeah. So the hiccup it's sort of working itself out now.
Yeah.
I've dialed back on the social stuff and really knuckling down on my life prospects and like fitness and stuff.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight. He's in really good shape. We just had some food in a nice little cafe here, and like a really hot girl just came in, like ordered some food. Me and Owen gave each other the look, and I was like, mate, you gotta go, and he was like, well, I thought you were gonna go. I was like, no, I'm the perpetual wingman here, Owen, so I'll let you have this one. And
you're on my turf, son.
Yeah,
on my turf.
Exactly. And so he just trots down the street, and she's a really sweet girl, like really beautiful. Like sometimes we were just saying that's the thing that's great about meeting people in the day and being social in the day, is that outside of like Tinder and speed dating and all of this different stuff, if you see someone in the day, you can see anyone. You can see a celebrity, you can see the types of people that aren't going to go out on nights out, might not go to clubs, might have different life stuff going on, and you just go up and talk, and sometimes it's just like that. It's like a beautiful girl who's not obsessed with her own looks, is not, trying to,
it's
solely hypergamous.
It's giving yourself permission to do it as well.
Yeah, but I think more importantly for the guys, the lesson from that is that you often will see the kind of girls that you see in London. Most of my viewers are in London, and you see them walking down. You're like, well, I know this story. She's a hot girl. She gets a lot of attention. She's just not going to respond. But like every now and then, there's a beautiful girl, like everything right, and she's just really sweet and down to earth as well. And maybe she's just not meeting people on nights out. She just meets drunk guys.
Certainly doesn't meet people in the street.
Yeah, so you're massively putting yourself above the average guy. You're like putting yourself in the next tier up when you have the confidence to go out in the day, a fucking brownie in your mouth, hanging out, shoving chicken sandwich down, and you just get up, jog out, say hello, almost knock over a child on the way there.
So that was the clincher. She was like, why are you talking to me? Up until the point I said, I nearly took down a kid to talk to you.
Yeah.
That was the clincher.
Yeah, and it's just that. It's not treating it like it's that deep. A big problem that people have is that it's so deep, it's such a big deal. It's like, oh, I'm going out to do my approaching. It shouldn't be like that. It should just be hanging out with a friend, like going out into a town that you like and just like grabbing some food, grabbing a coffee, and just being aware of what's going on around you. And instead of being the guys that are like leering and talking shit and like just talking all the time about how good they are with girls and what they're doing, it's like, no, just stay humble, talk about what you want to talk about, catch up with your friends, enjoy your time, but then just go and say hello when you see someone you like. It's that simple, really.
It is that simple. I mean, again, I still do this a lot by myself. Haven't really found anyone open-minded down here who is cool with it. I mean, people that I've told about, they're like, oh, that's weird, what are you doing that for? And then I sort of
but it's like
demo sometimes, and then like, okay, that's cool, but I'm not actually going to do that myself.
I mean, the biggest thing that I'm trying to do like this year is like completely devolve what we're doing, like dial it back from the language, from the terminology, from the like the part of it that makes it a thing, like a hobby, and just treat it like real life. That's how I think about it. That's always been my philosophy on it. But when there's other people doing it as well, but treating it like it's, you know, this enclosed industry, like it's like we're going out to do the day game, and it's like, man, come on, just go and enjoy your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go and do your thing.
I mean, I've stopped. I can't be bothered with the terminologies.
But
I can't be bothered with PUA.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, it's horrible,
this is part of my life.
Yeah.
And
but it's
my friends, family, whoever, who take up issue with it, I'm like, okay, fine, but this is what I do.
But
this
it's not.
is how I meet people.
I mean, people can't even really take up issue with it if you put it to someone in the right framework. If you say, so if I see someone that I like to look, if I see a beautiful girl in the street, I'll go and talk to them in the day. No one's going to be like, that's fucking weird in itself. It's when people look at it as like a hobby or like a way of, you know, like something that they do as an activity, rather than just like, no, it's
not a secret man's club.
Yeah, it's not a secret club, exactly. It's not. So that's what I would recommend to anyone that is just in this position, where you live in a place that's not like London, it's not like a busy city.
It's far removed from London.
Exactly. You have an opportunity to like get out of the whole industry hiccups and that paradigm, and just treat it like real life. I'm going to town with a friend, and we're also aware of the people around us, and if I see a guy with a nice jacket or a guy that's got like a good look, I'll tell him that he looks cool. If I see a girl that's very attractive, I'm going to go and talk to her, because that's the way I'm feeling, and like to express the way you're feeling is the way to come out of your shell.
It's a good way of doing it. I mean, I stopped doing a lot of the approach and stuff purely because I was focusing on other aspects of my life. Some of those fell through, like I've sort of said to you already. I was like, yeah, screw it, I'm going to go out to Norwich.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I made a comment in one of the shops to a girl that, like, all of a sudden the social bug
stimulus
comes
back.
Yeah, exactly. Stimulus is such a better word. Came back in, and yeah, I was back into it.
I prefer bug, actually, but
I don't know.
We'll agree.
I do like the old thesaurus of words.
But yeah, guys, like I really see like one of the biggest parts of you know, this channel and what we're all doing, what you guys are doing, following this and supporting me. It's not so much about like teaching you really, as it is about just motivation. And I honestly think that most of the guys watching, really what you get out of it is, it's like you're constantly reminded that it's just alright to do this, and that you don't have to treat yourself as like a different species of person, or as you say, like you belong to some secret club. That's just not the way it is. We're living our lives. This is just another aspect. It's just something that has been forgotten by people, you know?
Although if you want to throw in a secret handshake, I'm more than happy to create one.
A secret handshake?
I think we should have some secret handshake with like a bow or something.
Okay, right, we're going to turn this into Mason, some sort of masonry club.
You've got to roll up your sleeve of your trouser and then curtsy or something.
Alright, mate, I'll leave you in charge of that.
Okay.
I'll stick to the gritty basics, and you work on the handshake.
I'll do the dicking around.
Okay. Well, there's all these double entendres now. I don't know what the people are going to be thinking. But yeah, guys, if you've got like a nice little town like this, it's not the end of the world at all. Like, this is Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk, and you may think that there's just no opportunities, but there are. There's people everywhere, and a lot of the time we have negative anchors in our own city, because we think, oh, maybe I know people here. It's a place you grew up, so you're not really kind of used to it. But just keep your eyes open, man, because there's going to be people here. Unlike in a big city like London, Brussels, Paris, Amsterdam, people aren't talking to each other here. So you can actually break that mold and be the person that kind of stands out just for being an open and sociable person. Like, particularly in these places, we just had food here, and the guy that works here is so friendly. People are just so friendly.
Lovely bloke.
And it's the same when you have these kind of smaller towns or small cities. People are super friendly. And it's not just people that work in the shops, it's like everyone in the streets as well. So just make the most of it, man. Just keep your eyes open and enjoy it.
Most people will talk to you if you talk to them.
Yeah.
And that's a
and
real...
if you're not trying anything, if you're just going up and like putting yourself in front of someone, you know, not trying to like get anything out of it, you're just expressing yourself for what it is. If you get on with the person and you want to see them again, then the way to do that would be to get their contact details. Those contact details are not the end in themselves. It's just a means to continue a conversation with someone or continue a relationship.
Yeah.
So do you have any words of wisdom? This is just us touching base, but do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, it's, you know, I've always find that it's you get stuck in your own ways, and
Yeah.
so badly. Like, I mean, there's no way that I would consider going to talk to someone in a cafe, and then you think, well, hang on, why?
Yeah.
Why is that weird? It's not
just
weird.
It's just a roof and four walls
exactly.
around
You know, they're not going to sit there and like get the torches out and
Yeah.
try and stone you.
Exactly. People like that. People want their lives to be 10% more interesting, and most people do follow the same patterns and the same routines day on day on day. And just for you to snap them out of that, to interject something a little more interesting, give them something to talk about with their friends in the evening, it's a really important thing. It's like the little things in life that you look back and remember and like, that was a good day because of that thing. The ripples of that one action can be tremendous. You can make someone's day, which means they treat their family and their friends better, and you never know where that one action could take it.
It's always a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Always.
So for anyone that has joined my channel recently, like in the past year or so, and doesn't really know Owen, Owen and I did a client transformation about like a year and a half ago.
At least, yeah.
And that's all filmed and on YouTube. So what I'll do is, I've never done a live video before, but I imagine I can upload this to the normal channel, and then I'll add the links to the Owen video so you can see the kind of like progress that Owen's made. Just in terms of like everything, the way he's styled now, the way he looks, the way he's built, his social intelligence, confidence. So I'll attach those videos there to give you guys a bit more motivation. And for all of you that do know Owen, which I'd imagine is more than half of the channel, then he's back.
Secret handshake.
He's back, and you'll be seeing the secret handshake soon. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for touching in. Now I've got to figure out how to
switch it off.
How to stop this thing.
I don't know.
I reckon it's that little X in the corner.
Could potentially be. Adios.
Adios.